Um, so let's dive in deep a little bit more into our premise of our sketches. So I don't know if it was Isaac or Jet, but yes, you started out with what if. So step two, blow out your premise. Take that nugget of an idea, expand it into what's called a premise. The easiest way to do it is to phrase it as what if. What if one new hire was asked substantially more difficult questions than another? So when you go out and do your research from the world and you come back with something that stood out to you, or
The
even a parody
goal
or,
was
or
to
like a
set
music
them
video
up
that stood out to you, a movie that stood
for
out to you, a
when
scene
school
from a
come back
movie
around
that
for the
stood out.
spring, and then they got all these sketches, and they could go out, they could shoot the sketches, gather their crew,
From
gather
that
their actors,
experience or that
and it's game
content,
time.
take the premise from that or something from that and put it in what if. So you watch something from your research, it stood out to you. It could be
Whew.
multiple
I
things.
started writing in. I started writing around first grade. Yeah, I started writing around first grade.
I started actually writing for myself when I was like 12. I was just writing like fan fiction and whatnot. Yeah.
I started writing scripts at 16 years old on Google Docs.
Started writing really young, like maybe 7, 6, 5, maybe. It wasn't good writing because I was 7, 6, 5, but I still wrote, and that's my main passion. The thing is, I never really wrote comedies. Like I was writing dramas, stuff about like my emotions. When I feel a visceral emotions, therapist at the time said I should write, and it manifested into me writing all the time. So that's how it manifested into me writing for the sketch show. And I was kind of unsure at first because like I don't really do comedy, but you got to broaden your horizon if you want to be a creative, especially in this industry.
Yeah, now I remember it was that phone call.
Yeah, I did.
It was that.
Okay, yeah.
Um, I thought it was like much better than Key and Peele. I think.
Despite that, I think I'm just gonna list the three best ones out of the ones I showed you. Alright.
We can write face palm or head swords exactly. Yeah, when you coming home? I need you. Kyle's dad. Who that on the phone, baby? Kyle's eyes burst wide open. Dad, is that you? Elsa hangs up the phone. Dr. Garrett, what I just tell you, get your ass over here. Kyle quickly runs out of the room. Dr. Garrett chases him.
All right. Any thoughts?
My writing process was literally scrolling through social media, finding something funny, and then writing a skit on it.
Writing process was not the best, but I honestly just did what I could, wrote 3 skits and yeah.
My writing process during the winter break, every week I try to look on social media for something crazy. I scroll through TikTok. Like one of the skits I wrote was from the YSL trial on TikTok. I saw YSL Woody not answering the questions or answering in a dumbass way, a dumb way. So murder court happened. Yeah.
Usually it's feeling a visceral emotion, like I said, if I'm feeling mad, angry, or sad, but I'm trying to make people laugh. So it's me looking at things that I find amusing. For example, the first sketch I want to write is a sketch about a song about a girl who's rapping about men. Men rap about women. If you know, you know, because that song was very popular on TikTok, and the lady had a really strong British accent. That being said, because of copyright reasons, we couldn't really put that in. So I did another sketch called Allegations that I think is the best one I've wrote so far. But yeah, like I'm just looking at things that I just find generally entertaining about the
From
world.
your research, it stood out to you. It could be multiple things. I just want you to come back with one. No, come back with three. Come back with three, and then from those, we work it into a what if. You know? I could go on my phone right now. Let's see. Let's go on Twitter. I'm scared. I don't want to go on Twitter. I'm, s- my Twitter is a mess. All right, and I'm going to let's go to the shade room. It's always a lot of mess. And I'm also will be writing as well. It's not just y'all. Okay, NLT
Um,
and Sufyan reacted baby
I wasn't able to come back to the AUC this semester. I wasn't able to come back to Morehouse. I wasn't able to fulfill my tuition requirement, so I got the email like, "Yo, we dropping your class, my boy. You broke, baby. You can't come here." And it's difficult because now I got to prepare the team to fulfill the expectations I had to them while I'm not here. So it'll be interesting to see come spring what the turnaround would be.
I learned a lot from KJ. How to work the entire studio, just lights, cameras, audio, directing, being an executive producer. Dang, what else? How to write, how to format a script properly. Basically everything that we do at CAU TV I learned from KJ.
I did learn something from KJ. I learned that it doesn't matter where you start, and that every script is just one brick in the foundation of you becoming a writer.
One of the things I learned from KJ was how to be a great leader. You know, I see him walking around, leading us, being how he is. I can definitely take a lot of notes from the way he inspires us to write more sketches, be great actors, you know, be diverse in our shots, and he's definitely a great leader. And can all be more like KJ.
Learn to be more confident in myself, I'd say. Like I said, learn. First of all, I learned that this is not a space where everyone's just trying to upstage or be better than the other person. Like, these are genuinely people trying to help other people out, trying to get into a shark eat shark like space. But what I also learned is to be more confident in myself. Like I said, it's better to try and suck than to not try at all. And at the end of the day, we're still learning and we're still students, you know.